Good morning. My name is Shira, and I will be your conference operator today. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to the CA Harvest CSM Global Community Webcast. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to withdraw your question, press the pound key. Thank you. Mr. Neil Thomas, you may begin your conference.
Thanks, Shara. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from today. Welcome to the second of our 4 quarterly global user community webcasts for the CA Harvest SCM product. Today we have a number of presentations that are going to be occurring, most of which will be around the 12.5 release. We're going to get started here today with Rose Sakach, who's the Senior Product Manager at CA. She's going to be introducing Pete McCullough, who is a VP of Product Management at CA, specifically over CA SCM. Rose is going to touch a little bit on the structure and the players involved at CA as it relates to the product that we all use, Harvest, or CA SCM. Additionally, Rose is going to give a kind of a high-level summary of some of the features in Release 12.5. Some of those include the general process and UI improvements, the support of the ZLinux platform, and then the documentation updates that have been made as part of the 12.5 release. Rose is then going to pass the reins over to Kevin Linn, who is the Senior Director of Software Engineering at CA for CA SCM, and he's going to kind of dive into more of the detail of a technical demo as it relates to some of the additional features in 12.5. His presentation will include the move project between databases feature, Oracle to SQL Server and vice versa, and then the new business objects reporting features, which are offered out of the box within the Workbench tool. If everyone would mind, of course, ask questions throughout the presentation through the WebEx. We can get those answered. Additionally, we will have some polls at the end related to 12.5 and everyone's overall usage of the product that we'd really like to get some answers on. So if everyone could stick around for those, after Kevin presents his 12.5 technical demo, we'll start putting those up and you'll be able to provide your input. So without further ado, I will pass the reins over to Rose, and she's going to introduce Pete. Take it away, Rose.
Thanks, Neil. Okay, it looks like I've clicked on, here we go. I've got my presentation up. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. I am Rose Sakach, and let's get started and talk a little bit about what's new with CA Harvest Software Change Manager. As Neil mentioned, see if I can advance the slide. There we go. I will be going over some introductions to make you all aware of the key players in the Harvest product world, and then I'll just give you a real quick high-level overview of what's coming in our release that's currently under development, 12.5. Okay, from a disclaimer perspective, as you all probably know, the release is under construction, and some of the information that we share with you today could change to a certain extent. So we just need to make you aware of that before we go forward. All right, introductions. As Neil mentioned, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our product owner, Pete McCullough, who is with Product Management. And Pete and I will be working together to assist in developing and actually implementing the product strategy for Harvest as well as Endeavor. So all of software change management from an enterprise perspective. Some of you may already know Pete. Pete's been with software change management for a long, long time, comes to us with a great deal of experience, technical expertise, and so Pete will be looking to build out the technical details and the stories from an agile development perspective and we'll be working with the team to implement future features for Harvest. So Pete, do you want to say hello?
I would like to say hello. Hello, everybody. I look forward to joining you and working with you going forward, making in Harvest or CA SCM an even better product than it is today.
Great. Thanks, Pete. And I wanted to remind everybody that we still have Kevin Linn with us, who is who I consider to be the guru of Harvest. Kevin is still going to be our technical guru, and Pete and I will be working very closely with Kevin. He'll be able to keep his head down and deliver all the great feature function that you're all looking for out of Harvest. We also had introduced a while back when I joined, Bob joined with me about a year ago. Bob Pushis is our VP of Software Engineering, and Bob and Kevin together work with the Harvest team to help ensure that they deliver the products and the support in both level 1 and level 2, and we meet your expectations from an engineering perspective. And of course, you all know me. I'm the product manager for Harvest. Okay. Release 12.5. First and foremost, I think many of you are already aware of this, but it is official. You will see the name change effective in the Release 12.5 documentation. We are officially CA Harvest Software Change Manager, or CA Harvest SCM for short. The technical features associated with 12.5 are listed here. We have introduced support for Linux on System Z. We actually did that in 12.3, and I'll explain what we did there in just one moment. And then we have the Move Copy project, which I have listed here as the administrative project maintenance facility. We are introducing BERT-based dashboard reports. Those are the business intelligent reporting type reports that Neil mentioned before we started the webcast. Kevin will be demoing those. And we have user interface as well as general process enhancements. So yes, we can now, you can now go ahead and run Harvest on Linux on System Z if you choose to do so. That includes the server, Workbench, Eclipse plugin, and if you're interested in trying it now, we have a R12.1.3a available for download. The administrative project maintenance utility, as I mentioned, this is that move copy project between databases that Kevin is going to talk in more detail about. And you all have asked for this for a number of reasons, including mitigating growth of the databases, upgrades, aligning with team reorganizations, scalability, what have you. Again, it supports Oracle and SQL Server. Dashboard reports. We have made these available in the Workbench and the plugin. There are pre-configured reports that are just a few clicks away, as we show here. They include package distribution, modified items, version change activity, and peer review statistics. We've also given you the ability to code your own, so you can submit customized SQL and also code your own reports. And I believe Kevin will touch on that as well. This is a sample of the reports. You'll see this in more detail when Kevin takes the reins. And we've included a number of usability enhancements with 12.5. You'll see them all listed here. I won't go through them all in detail, but generally we've got some new filters, some improved views. We've enhanced the checkout dialog, the agent checkout dialog, and the work area synchronizer view, just as a sample. And under general process enhancements, we've changed, made some modifications to the UDP parameters, the usage of parameters. We've added an option in the delete version process, delete by owner only, and we've also put the approval comments in the package history. Before I turn it over to Kevin, I also want to mention that we are continuing to improve our documentation and our bookshelf, and we will be introducing a whole new look and feel with 12.5. You'll see that on this slide here, where items are characterized in better order so that you can get to the information that you need more quickly without having to traverse through the website. So for example, here on the documentation page, you can jump right into our task-based scenario documentation. You can link over to the compatibility matrix from the documentation page. If you want to go into the global user community, you can do that as well. So the documentation is really taken a good turn, we feel, to enable you to get to the information you need from a one-stop shopping sort of perspective. And finally, before I turn it over to Kevin to go into details on the R12.5 feature set, I wanted to remind everyone that we are continuing to develop Harvest in an Agile Scrum development methodology. The word methodology got covered by my picture there. And what that means is that we are continually looking to engage all of our customers, all of you, to participate in the validation process along the way. And what that means is you'll have an opportunity to join some end of sprint review meetings. We cycle through development phases in 4-week sprints with Harvest, and so we're looking for a customer review, customer feedback, customer comment at the end of those sprints. And if you were to join the validation program, you would receive an invitation to attend those sprints and to engage with us at 4-week intervals. Not a commitment like beta. It's different in that you will receive the invitation. You don't necessarily have to join if you don't have the time. If you do have the time and the interest, we'd love to have you join each and every one of them. In addition to seeing the demos, I do want to also make you aware that you will have early access to the software as well. And so you could install it and try it out at your site as we continue on with our development. So we had a number of folks join us for the R12.5 throughout that development process, and we found that to be very helpful from an engineering perspective, and we also believe that the customers found it to be very helpful on their end to ensure that we satisfied the requirements. So what I plan on doing going forward with what may be 12.6, we're not sure yet, but whatever the case, whatever the next release is that we will be working on, which is in planning at the moment, I will try to post to the message board when the validation partnership will be open for registration. So I look forward to having many of you join us and help contribute to building out the next release of Harvest. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns or you're curious about anything, my email and Pete's email is listed on this slide. So if you want to go ahead and jot that down and fire us off an email, you can certainly do that as well. Okay. If there are any quick questions. We can take one or two now, but I would like to pass it over to Kevin so that he can go into the technical details of the 12.5 features.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. Again, if you would like to ask a question, please press *1.
I'm sorry, Shira. I don't see any questions posted to the WebEx Q&A board either. So.
And you did have a question that come in, and that question is from Tim Betzler.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Good. First of all, just real quick, when is the anticipated release date?
For 12.5, unfortunately, we cannot disclose any release dates. I can tell you that we have completed beta.
Okay. Yeah, because right now we're at 12.02, and we're starting to go through the upgrade process. The Oracle guys want us to get off of 11 or 11.1 or whatever we're on right now, and get in a better supported Oracle release. So we're trying to figure out if we're going to just skip 12.1.3 and go to 12.5. So we're just trying to think of what time frame may be. So are we thinking maybe this year, next year, or we still don't know? All right.
What's your window?
The future.
Yeah.
What's your window of when you have to do your upgrade by?
Within the next year. Yeah, that combined with the
Within the next year? I would wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. And let me see. Then also, Mary is indicating that there is another question. From an HSDK point of view, will 12.5 be compatible with 12.1? From an HSDK point of view, will 12.5 be compatible with 12.1? I'm going to ask that of Kevin or Bob.
No, when you say 12.5 backward compatible with 12.1, it depends on your usage right now. So are you talking about using 12.5 as you're running as a server, and then you have a SDK-based program building based on the 12.1? Is that your question? I think this question came from Debbie Moore.
No, this was Phil Wallingford. At least that's what Mary had indicated.
We need some clarification about this question here.
Okay. Okay. We'll wait for the clarification. And Phil, if you could give us some clarification, we'll get back to that question once Kevin goes ahead.
Phil is answering yes to your question.
The situation is that if you have the existing 12.1 base HDK program, and then you upgrade to the 12.5 server, you definitely still we can make it backward compatible, right? But it's a reverse. If you say, okay, you're running 12.5 base SDK program and try to run with the 12.1 server, it's definitely not going to be compatible. Okay.
Okay.
I hope I answered the question, but if not, I think it's we can go through the Q&A on that. So.
Okay, it looks like we received a yes from Phil. Okay, and there seems to be, okay, Cola addressed the question from Drew Ray, and that was we just upgraded to version 12 SP3. Is that the same thing as 12.3? Is there a 12.4, a 12 SP4? I didn't see one when we downloaded the upgrade. So
No, Cola's answer is correct. 12.3 is SP3, and when we added the ZLinux support, we just updated the download, so it comes down as a separate platform in 12.3. So you should be all set. You have the latest released version that's available right now.
Yeah, the naming convention is 12.1.3, so that's really why it's confused a little bit. So.
Right, and there is no .4, just for clarification. Okay. Any other questions on the line, Shira?
And you do have another question on the phone line from Todd Athor.
Hi, Todd.
No, I'm sorry. I think I hit the number accidentally. But yes, the one comment I did have was that release date is kind of important. As we plan here for the remainder of the year, as we go into next year, we need some kind of ballpark that we can start planning against. Are we looking at now at a Q3 release? Are we looking at a Q4 release? Just some rough ballpark would be very helpful for us. Thank you.
Yeah, we understand that, but unfortunately, from our legal perspective, we're not able to share that, other than to say that you're probably safe within the next half year.
Yeah, if you think about product releasing, right? We develop. There's a beta ends, product comes out sometime. We finish the beta. How's that? The beta's been signed off and completed. So,
fair enough.
Thanks. Really appreciate your understanding there.
Thank you.
And there are no further questions on the phone line.
Okay, I will turn it over to Kevin.
Okay, so Rose, you need to, okay, let me see.
I am passing the ball to you.
Okay, got
officially.
it. I just received that, but take a little bit to effective at the time. Okay.
Got it.
All right,
there you go.
Can you guys see the 12.5 new feature slide?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everybody again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Kevin Linn. Now I have a new title, Principal Software Architect, working on the CA Harvest SCM product development and support. Along with me is Kola. He's go by Kola, and who is the senior QA lead for the Harvest team. So today, what we're gonna show you is that those two marquee features, focus on those two, and you can when the Rose talk about 12.5, we actually have a number of enhancement in this coming release, right? So today we're only going to focus on those two topics. One is copy move project between databases. The other one is a new dashboard report available in the Workbench and Eclipse plugin. All right. So for the move copy project, like as the Rose mentioned about this, has been asked for quite a long time, and the use case what we try to deliver, and then you can get a benefit on that is number of area. One is when you need to archive your retired project. So this is the new way you can move around your the inactive project to a different database, and to reduce the current production database size to achieve some better performance scalability. All right. So you're also using them for you want to reorganize your project into multiple database, so you can run with the multiple broker, as well as reverse. You want to consolidate number of projects in different number of database that you want. So it's a very flexible solution you're going to receive. And we are able to support you to do a project-based upgrade from the existing release to the next release. Okay, I will talk about more detail how to do it. And then you also can, we offer you migrate to a different usage database. For instance, today you're using Oracle, and your company policy strategy to want to change to be SQL Server or vice versa, and you can use this tool to accomplish that. So these are the use case we identify, but some of use case you may also find out useful. Okay, so you could copy your current production database to a testing database and verify the behavior and verify what's the issue, or exercise some new usage need. Okay, so for the implementation architecture-wise, I kind of want to go over that more detail with you. So when we deliver in this function in the 12.5, it is delivered as the admin admin function, and it uses it as a command line base, not the UI, for this function. So you use the command line, and you can see the chart in the left-hand side, right? You actually have a 2 ODBC connection, right? One is connected to the source database. That's your source project located. The other one connect to your target. All right. So then you don't need to connect any broker, server, or any other client component, and it's bundled in the current server install. So this executable only available in the server install, not available in the client side. So I want to remind you about that from the usage perspective. What the design right now is just go straight, put it in the server install, but not available for the end user. It's only for admin. Okay, so you make the 2 connection, and then we're moving the data over. All right. So support-wise, we currently support the 12.1 and after. That means if you have a 12.1 running right now, you actually can move the project from 12.1 current production database to your new install 12.5. Okay, so you can gradually migrate the data over. You don't need to do a one-shot deal. But in most cases, maybe you don't need to do the project by project for that usage. But it depends on your need. Okay, so then in the meantime, we also receive those requests. They want to switch to a different type of the database usage. So we also bundle in this utility and support you that function for you to use in a way to convert database. Okay, so that's the current architecture. And then how are you going to use it? Basically, the first step is that you have to set your status to be inactive, right, to avoid any further update or further change on that existing database in the source database. So, but also must not exist in the target database. Okay, so that's the criteria for you to use it at the beginning, and then we support the so-called copy mode. You typically want to copy over and then perform your validation, before you let everybody use it. Or you can we also support you to additional mode called verify data. And you can verify all the problems your source code related, right? So we do the basic validation in terms of size, in terms of a couple block of data, but this is more time consuming. So we leave as an option. You can do further check. You don't need to check out everything. So this is allow you to do further validation of the data if you need it. Typically, it's really not really needed, so it's optional. And then the delete only mode is allow you to, after you copy, you can delete. Okay, so this is the physical delete. This also you can use to do the deletion of your current, whatever the project you have in the current database. Right now, that function actually is not available in the 12 in the current GA release, right? So you have to manually delete, but it's very tedious. So this option will allow you to very cleanly delete it. This is a physical deletion, so definitely when you use that, you have to be very careful on that. All right. So the move mode wise, basically it do copy and delete. So this is the this usage. If you decided, okay, you're gonna go ahead and use the move mode without copy, that's one option you can go. So this is the overall usage what we offer in this utility. And then, as you know, that when you copy the project, right, it has quite a number of the shared project, like a user in the form. So we offer you, each one of them, we offer you 3 options. You can decide how you're going to deal with those common share object, the related user group. So the 0 means, you want to copy all the user group, over from the source database to the target database. All right, and then 1 means, okay, only copy those user group related to the project, right? So because you have some specific project group you created, and then we can only copy that over. Okay, depends on what you plan to deal with these user group, because you may have two complete different user group in different database, so you can decide which way you want to go. The option 2 is basically just don't even copy, and if you have something existing in the target, just remove for me. So these are the 3 options that will fulfill your use case needed in a number of cases. All right, so but this definitely is a little bit more complicated, but that's how you need to kind of illustrate on that the usage of the user on the form, right? If you use the package associated form, same thing. You have a 3 option you can choose to decide it. How you're gonna lay out your form in the target database. It's either ignore or you copy only related the project, or always override. Okay, so when you start to use that, you can review the menu and then check the behavior before you do the final move. And then, but for this utility, because that has a lot of data, very sensitive, so we actually offer very extensive verification after the copy. So this is that will help out on any support issue. In case you have a problem, you found a data problem, we will help out to quickly identify the problem and fix it. So we did. You'll see in the demo we did a pretty heavy verification of the copy. We verified the project, all the related relation record and object ID mapping, right? We have to map in the object ID because in a different database or different object ID, and then you brought data, and then how you're gonna deal with the delete, rollback thing, and then also the logging support wise, we have a 2 logging, so you'll see more detail in the demo. So what we're going to do is that quickly show you the 2 use case, and then in the demo, Kola will give you all the detail. Kola, I'm going to pass to you. So why don't you let me do it. So okay, Kola, go ahead to starting your demo.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate the use cases that were listed in this slide. So let us see the first use case. So the first use case is where your source project exists in let's say 12.1 SP3 release with Oracle database, and you want to move that project to a target database, which is with RS 12.5 with SQL Server. So before getting into detail, let me show the help of this utility. So this is the command line that we are providing, hmuproza, and if you say h, so it will show you all available options. This command utility is exactly similar to the other existing command lines. So the input and output parameters for this utility are exactly similar to the previously existing commands. So if you see the command options here, so as Kevin described, this utility doesn't require a harvest server or broker at runtime.
Kola, we couldn't see it.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, we cannot see your desktop.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me share it. Sorry, I think I missed it.
Okay, it's coming. You might want to go back to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming up now. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Kola, you want to basically minimize the background that there. So you have a background. You have this harvest running.
Okay. Yes.
So you probably want to enlarge that. Yeah. enlarge that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is the command line utility that are going to do move copy project. So the command is move PR was a command. So if we say help, I mean these are the options available with this utility. So as Kevin described during presentation, this utility doesn't require harvest broker or server at runtime. It directly connects to the database through ODBC. So that's where we required source database and then target database details. As it directly connects to the database through ODBC, so you need two ODBC connections, one for the source project and another for the target database. So here, like I already created, two data sources. So one is like source DSN, which is like connected to the Oracle database, and another one is the target DSN, which is actually connected to the SQL server. Along with, as you see here, like along with the data source names, you also required username password to connect to the database. So yes, I mean you can provide the username password as a plain credentials, or you can also encrypt them using the SVR utility, so which will encrypt and put your user information into the file. So I already created two encrypted files. One is for the source database, another one is for target database, as highlighted here. So let us say that if you have one project in so let's say you have one project which is an active project in 12.1 SP3, which is named harvest_121_SP3. Let's say you would like to move this project from this database to 12.5 database, and this project should not exist in the target database. So I'll run a command. So this is how you need to execute the move project command line. So, and you need to provide your source ODBC. So I already given SRC DSN. So already created. This DSN should be created on the machine where you are running your move project utility. And along with the data source, it also needs credentials. So I'm just, this is the credentials, and I also created another ODBC which will connect to the target DSN, and I'm also providing target database credentials here. And you need to mention which project you would like to move. So I would like to move a project with the name SP3. This is the project, and just keep enter. So it's exactly same as other command line utility. So if I say enter, so as Kevin mentioned, it will ask you to how you want to handle user group options. So let me choose option 1, which is that copying a user groups have access for this project only. So let me choose one here, and the same thing you need to choose your form options also. Since these are the global objects, so you need to choose options based on your business need. So let me choose a smart option here, so which it is only going to, like, first option, override the form, option 1 here. So now what it does is that it's connected to both the databases. It's connected to the source database, the target database and source database, and it does the copy. So after you copy the project, so all the objects, including our project lifecycle states, processes, packages, and versions are copied to the target database. And also, since based on your state object options, such as user groups, form, and repositories are also copied, and it also maintains the relationship between the objects. It will take some time to get started here. And also the target database project status remains the same as the source database when you copy the project. Since I am moving in active project, so once you copy to target database, the project status would remain inactive. Yeah, so this running the copy thing. So if I do refresh here, you could see that actually it is creating some log files here. So I'm going to explain the log files in detail shortly. Yeah, it's processing one by one. So and also as Kevin mentioned, so once you execute this move copy utility, the data movement verification automatically runs. So as you could see in this, so I mean it has moved and does the verification also. If you see here that if I do refresh, it will create this utility produces two output logs. So one is a full log file containing all the information that is associated with the copy. So this log file generally named as mu proz and then project name. And then the second log file is subset of the first. So this is a summary one. So the summary log file is named as mu proz underscore summary underscore your project name. This file contains very high level information that gives an overview of copy or move operation. So let me open this detail log here. So as you see in the detail log here, it listed the options being used to copy project. So like we used user handling option 1 here, and then we also use form handling option 1 here. So it lists the parameters that are specified to control the operations such as user handling and form handling, and also it will tell you that what is your source and target databases, and then it also tell you the user names. It shows the extensive analysis of the harvest project table data that is being copied. If you see here, it does the writing for each table in the harvest database. So the object names, the records counts that are included in the log, providing a detailed activity of the detailed activity that occurs during the copy. So it will tell you that how many records were added and all the information. So once all the copy is completed, so these are all the copy steps. So as I said, it processes each table and does it, and then it would start. Once the copy is completed, let me scroll it. Yeah. So if you see that, so here like this copy is completed, so and here all the records are copied, and the verification automatically happens. So it started the verification. So the verification operation performs an extensive analysis of the project table data that is copied by validating the table record. So you can see that. So it checks the record counts and tell you that it's matched or not. So and also it does ensure that object IDs are mapping to ensure the data integrity. So once the completeness of the project data is verified, so you can see that we have a verification for every data that is copied, and at the end, if you see that it also put the summary here. So and finally, since your verification is successful, so it will say that your project was moved from source to target database, and you could see that project under here. So if I see that I just configured that project here, the database to this broker, just to show you all, and you could see that so this project was copied from source to target database. And once you complete the completeness of the project data movement is verified in target database, and if you decided to delete this project in the source database, if you take a decision that this project is no more required for me in the source database, then you can simply delete this project just by putting PZ. Just you need to tell which project you want to move, remove, and say delete only. So which it does delete this project in the source database. And if I show you that, if you see this, that you no more find that project in the source database. Let me see demonstrate the second use case here. Like is kind of moving a source project that exists in Harvest 12.5 with SQL Server database again to a target database with Harvest 12.5 with same SQL Server. So as Kevin described in the presentation, so moving a project is an exactly an equivalent to copy plus delete. So again, like I created two data sources here. So one is the target, another one is the source. So I have one more source created for the source database, SRC125DSN, which is running with the SQL Server. So the same thing that I'm going to move one more project like here. If you see this, so this is the 12.5 server which is connected to the source database. So I have a project called sample1. Let's say that I would like to move this project from this server to a different server. So just you provide the same help, more like, so my source got changed. So I'm going to change this 125DSN. So I created with this name, and I have a DFO. Let me check this. So I have 125DB DFO. My target is remains same. I mean, I want to move to the same database, and my project name is let's say sample1. And you could also, since I want to move, you can also mention an option called delete. And what it does is that it copies, and once it verifies the completeness of data verification. So if the verification is successful, then only it would delete this project in the source database. So let me run this. Again, I'm choosing the option 1 here, and from option 1. So now it is connected to both source and target database. Yeah, if you see this, okay. Since the verification is successful, so the project sample1 was deleted in the target database. If you go and see here, so now it was there previously. So now if I say refresh, so you don't find this project here, and the same project got copied into inactive project. So name is sample1. So you could find this project in your target database. So with that, I'm done the demo.
Okay.
So any
all right,
questions?
thank you, Kola. That's you don't need to ship back to me. That's as a presenter yet. But let me open up for question or any comment regarding this offering.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. Again, that is star followed by the number 1.
Thanks, Shira. Kevin, there were a few that came in to the Q&A.
Okay, I didn't see it, so.
Actually, Kola answered one. Is the HMV proj or hmove proj.exe also available on Unix server installation as well? And Kola responded, yes, it is available on all supported server platforms. And then James Wilson asked, I believe his question is, if you're doing offshore development, how do you ensure that the target project doesn't already exist?
We basically will check that when you have the connection. We check that if that exists, then the program will stop for the error message.
Okay, so if it's already existing, regardless of where it is,
but it's not allowed. So in order to use that, you could just remove it, or basically you set it up another database. So.
Okay, so we'll have messages that indicate that it's already there, and the process will stop.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And one from Phil gives, if the project being moved is based on a snapshot, what is the baseline after the move?
The order did the same thing. The order baseline was maintained. The relationship or the continue to maintain. So it's a pretty complicated operation. That's the reason why you have a lot of object mapping. So all your relationship is maintained. You don't need to move all the project over. So this is a very sophisticated support we have right now. So.
And if the baseline is on a project that does not exist on the target database?
That will get created.
It will get created.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Phil, that answers your question. And I'm going to check back with Shira to see if anyone on the phone has a question.
And at this time, there are no audio questions.
Okay. All right. So, Kula, we'll move on to the next topic. It's a new report, dashboard report. Could you bring up the slide?
Okay.
Not from your computer, from the one of the tab. I think what happened right now.
In the Webcast.
Yeah, just click on the Let me go to the next slide. Okay, all right. So again, just recap what Rose talked about that the new report we support. So in addition to the existing BO report support, we leverage the BIRD technology. It's a business intelligence and reporting tool in the Eclipse world technology to give you a easier and friendly reporting feature without requiring to install the Boxy, okay, the CA BI, okay. So you definitely still can use the CA BI, but this is the additional offering right now. It's kind of more user friendly and easier for the team to use that. It's really facilitate the team collaboration and project tracking in a different fashion. So
Kevin,
we'll give you the detail. Hello?
Sorry, Kevin, I'm still seeing the demo slide.
Oh, really? No,
We need to advance here.
Probably I'll make you present that, Kevin.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's get into more detail. Okay, how to use it? So what we offer right now is that in the Workbench or Eclipse plugin, right? Because we kind of bundle this BIRD technology there. So what you can do is that you right-click on the broker node, right? Any tree node, you always can right-click on that, the broker level, project level, state level, package level, and so that will instantly pick up that corresponding object and give you the great graphic support on all of the statistics, all of the information what you want to get. So the simple screenshot here is that you can see I right-click the broker node and then drill down to the report. Right, you can see the pre-configured report, the broker dashboard, and then also the number of custom report. Right, so in the right-hand side you can see this is the report look like. It's a pretty fast, response in terms of report-wise and easier to see it. So in terms of function-wise, we provide you we call it pre-configured report. That means it's kind of default report template you're going to get, right? For the broker level, we show you the user group, version, item, related count, and some auditing for the failed logging audit summary. All right. So the user must be in the CM admin group or the admin user group in order to execute, because this is really related to the entire broker level information, right? And then project level wise, you can see that in the right-hand side screenshot, it shows you package distribution, item version distribution chart, user modify item. These all the project, all the users in the project, they all can benefit from to see what's going on the project, right? And from statistic perspective, and then that's the reason why for those people who are in the user group, who are in the user group belong to the use method in the project, then you can execute that. Pretty much all the people in that assigned to the project, you can execute those functions, right? So this is pre-configured. And then for the custom dashboard report, we provide you the way you can create an editing and dashboard report, right? Only the CM administrator and the admin can create, edit, or delete custom report, right? So the convention for how the report are supposed to be, generated using the SQL, we actually have a hint and allow you to construct it easily. Also, we provide the sample, so that will help you out to have a jump start. And then in this SQL construction-wise, we offer you the project ID, user ID, package ID, state ID, and working view ID. This is associated with when you right-click on an object, you automatically pick up the ID, and that will help out all the report related to that specific object you selected. All right. So this access control is identical to the pre-configured report. That means in the project level, package level, state level, you right-click, these all only require that the project use method get granted. But then in the broker level, you need to have you need to belong to the CM administrator and the administrator group. Okay, so that's the custom report. You will see more detail step by step during the demo. And then for the report support-wise, we allow you to export to the 3 format: PDF, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint format. And the Bird itself, it definitely support even more format, but for this cut, we decided to choose those 3 formats and to help you out. So then we also add the preference setting. You can basically decided, okay, well, how many lines you want to put in when you show in the report viewer, okay, and then you can toggle on and off for whether you don't want to even see it, you just want to go to the external report. So that's the support we have, and then for the simple custom report wise, we'll basically offer about 10 or plus report. Sample report SQL, and you can download from the website, the support website. You're gonna get it, and then you can put it in your system and try out. And also you can add your custom report very easily by looking at those sample. All right, and then if you have any additional need, you can go through our technical support line, and then we'll assist you to create the SQL, and we'll share with the user community to benefit this report. All right, so let's take a look at the demo, and then we'll let you raise the question. All right, so Kola, you go ahead. Let me kind of switch back to you.
Okay, I just want to mention that there are a couple questions coming in on the prior, or at least one question on the prior feature that we'll circle back with after Kola finishes this demo.
Okay.
Okay. So can you see my desktop now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so first I'm going to demonstrate about 3 configured reports. So just to generate a pre-configured project dashboard report, so just you need to log into CA Harvest Workbench, and navigate to the Explorer view. So this is the Explorer view, and let's say if you would like to run a project dashboard report, so right click on the project. So now I have logged into two sessions, one with an admin user, one is a dev user, and I have another session so which was logged in to the same broker using admin user. So as Kevin mentioned that, so if you want to run a project level report, so either having a user access at the project is good enough to run the project dashboard. So to run a project dashboard report, log into Workbench using that user and navigate to the Explorer view. So right click on the project on which you would like to see the statistics. So let me take an example like demo project. So let me right click on this project node. You can see a new menu item called reports, and navigate to reports, and you could see that project dashboard. So when you click on this, a configuration configure project dashboard dialog pops up for the user to choose a predefined reports and input some of your data. And user can choose all of them or few of them to run a report. So as you notice, these are all available predefined reports with the project dashboard. I'm going to explain each one of them shortly. So let me choose all of them. So select all, and let me choose some data here. And let's say I want to see the some of the version change activity for from January to till date. So and click OK. So as yeah, you could see that. So this is the project dashboard reports. So you see that it has a title, and then it will show you that like on which project you have executed this report, and then which user, and then date when it was generated. So if you see here, like the first one is a project distribution by state. So this graph shows you how many packages exist in each state at a given time. This report helps user in estimating how many more packages are required to be completed before being promoted to the next stage. Let's say that if the test manager want to say that we have tested all the packages, then he has to finish 9 packages before he move into release. So this is the first chart. The next one is the version distribution by chart. This chart provides you details such as total number of modified items, and so this different colors were mentioned, like these are the total items, these are the modified or added items, and these were the total versions, and these were the modified added versions. So these are data such as total number of modified items versions across the project lifecycle. We see this, so like what are the project lifecycle you have defined, so it will show you all the activities in that lifecycle. So next one is the user modified items report. This charts provide details such as total number of modified items by each user in the project, and the number of packages used to modify those items. Yes, this user modified 19 items using 12 packages. So like this, it will show you for all the users who are part of this project. And another one is a peer review report. This feature was introduced in the previous release, 12.1 SP3. So this chart provides details such as total number of open, closed, and behind deadline peer reviews in the project. So it will show that, okay, so in this project there are total of 12 peer reviews, out of which 5 were closed, and 9 of them are closed with comments. So like this, it will provide all the statistics of your peer review. And the next one is the original organization repository report. This table provides details such as organization information about the baseline repository. So you might have baseline this repository by taking a snapshot of other projects. So it will list you that, so how this project baseline was how this project repository was baselined. So this project baseline, that we created 2 repositories and we took another project snapshot and baseline to this project. So the next report is versions from other project. So this table lists all versions which were merged from other projects to the currently selected project. So it will list you that what versions were merged by which user. two reports XC, and these two reports were previously available on the right-click menu on the project node. So now those are consolidated into project dashboard. So alternate version repository information and versions from other project. The last one is version change activity. This graph displays the frequency of changes that were made to the Harvest repository for the selected time period. It will show you that how these versions were modified across the selected time period. So this is all about project dashboard report. So it will provide you some statistical information about the project. Any questions on this before I move into broker dashboard report?
There are no questions on the Q&A board.
Right. Okay. So now, this is the project level. So we also have a broker level pre-configured report. So now, since I logged into this Workbench using a dev user, so I can't run broker level reports. Since for running a broker level report, you need a user who is having a CM administrator or administrator group. So I'll launch another user. So now I'm logged into the same broker using an admin user. So to execute a broker level report, so user should be a member of CM administrator admin user group. The same thing. So we first log into the Workbench and navigate to the Explorer view, and then select the broker node. And then right click on it. So you can see a new menu item called reports. Along with this, you can have a broker dashboard. So if you click on this, again you will get a configuration dialog to input some of your data. So these are all the pre-defined reports. I'm going to explain each one of them shortly. So let me choose that. Okay, I want to see the failed login audit for past 6 months. Let's say take January to till date. So click OK. So the same thing. So this broker level dashboard report provides details like this. So first one is the same thing. It is going to have a title and then the broker on which you executed the report and then the time when it was generated. So the first one is active inactive project count. So it shows active inactive project distribution count under the selected project. So in this selected broker, so you have like 22 active projects and 16 active projects. The next one is active disabled user count. This shows that how many of your users are active and how many of them are disabled. So the next one is show versions and item path counts. It will show you that how many logical versions you have and how many physical version count you have, and then the size of those physical versions in MB. So also it will show you that how many items and item paths you have across your selected broker. So the next one is that number of users in user group. So this displays the count of users across each group. So like under this broker you have 3 users in administrator group, and then you have like 2 users in CM administrator, you have 14 users in a developer. So it will list you that how many users exist in each group. The next one is displays the failed login summary edit. So it will list the failed login attempt summary for a specified date and the duration in a tabular format. So these are all the pre-configured dashboard reports. Yeah. So as Kevin described in the presentation, so if user requires, apart from predefined dashboard reports, if user requires to add reports for their own purpose, so they can use customized SQL queries to generate custom reports. So I'm going to show you how to create a custom reports and run it in the demo. So as again, to create a custom report, user should be a member of administrator group. So if suppose if I go to this, probably I can't create any custom report because I'm not administrator under this broker. So now let's switch to this. Now So like you can see so you can see a new menu item called BUT reports beside viewer reports. So let's say that as an administrator, you would like to create a custom report that describes total number of packages in each active project under the selected broker. So to add a custom report in the Workbench again, so select the broker node from the Explorer view and click on this BUT report. So it will custom report dialog pops up listing all the existing reports if there were any. So I have added a couple of them, so it was listed here. And we have options here, so you can add a new custom report, or you can delete the existing one, and you can edit the existing one. So let me add a new one here. So for new report creation, click add here, and the new custom reports dialog pops up. And you need to choose the scope of your report. As I said that I would like to create a report for the broker level. So, and you need to provide a title. So this title would appear on the right click on that node. Let's say so, and then provide a title, and you can save this report so that it would be available for all the users who are connected to this. So once you create your report and save it, so this report would be available for all the users who have access on the project at the broker level. I provided the title, and then I've chosen that I want to save to this broker, and I select the one of the following output formats for your custom report. So we will support displaying your report in table format. You will support displaying bar and pie chart. So let me choose bar chart for this. And you can, now we need to write your query. So you can add your custom SQL in two ways. You can either import custom SQL from an external file, or you can type in your custom SQL in this query pane. So let me type in here. So I already have one of the query here readily available. And we have also provided an option to the user to test the syntax of your query that was written here. So optionally you can select this, and it will ask you the contest to validate your query. So if there are no any syntax errors in your query, so it will say that it's successful, and click OK. So with this, you added a custom report here. So you can see the total number of packages in each project. This was recently added. Click OK here. So with this, creation of your custom report is ready. So to execute a custom report again, go to the Explorer view. So right click on the broker, since I added the broker level, and go to reports, and you could see that one that we recently added. So total number of packages in each active project. Just click on it. You could see this. The report got generated with it is listing all the active project and number of packages in each project. So like this, these custom reports can be added on several objects. So one is at the project level, another one is at the broker level, another one is at the project level, and another we also support adding custom reports at state and package level. Let me show you one more example quickly how we can actually write at the project. So let's say that again as an administrator, like I would like to create a custom report which will list all the reserved items in the selected project. So again, same thing. So you need to click on this and say add here, and now the scope of my report is at the project. So you can say that so as I said that okay, this time I want to display in table format, and also you can import your SQL query from the external file. So if I say this one, let's say Yeah, so if I choose this, it automatically copies the query that is there in that external file to here. And you can test this SQL by providing context information. Yeah, so now the report is ready. So you go back to that project node. Let's say I'll take an example of this and say, yeah, so the one which is recently added is available here. So reserved items in a project. So now we could see that, it will list all the items that were reserved and not yet checked in. So this way you can create a custom reports on like project or broker state or package level. So as Kevin described while writing your SQL queries, yeah, you can actually use, predefined keywords like user ID, project ID, or state ID, and then working ID kind of thing, so that we don't need to, use the hard-coded values. So this report can be used on any project. So, it can run on any project, so that is available under the broker. And as Kevin explained here, these reports can be exported into an external file. So, and we do support exporting PDF, Word, and PowerPoint. And we also have some preferences which will, so it will show you that you can directly export your report without, seeing in the reporter view. So it will directly export into the file. You can also configure the number of rows that you want to see in the report viewer. So these are some of the options available. So it exports into a PDF. So yeah, we could see this. So with that, I'm done the demo of product dashboard reports. Any questions?
Okay, thank you, Kola. So any question regarding this new report offering in the 12.5? Any comment?
Shara, we'll have you go ahead.
If you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to ask a question or make a comment, please press *1. And your first question comes from Tony Brown.
Yes, does the report export out to Excel spreadsheet? It only exports out to PDF, Word, and that was it?
3 formats right now. We support PDF, Word, and PowerPoint. To the spreadsheet wise, you end up with maybe you can copy from the Word and then convert the spreadsheet. So,
okay.
Yeah. We'll consider that in the next phase, if we want to continue offering the additional output formats. So.
Okay, thank you.
Again, if you would like to ask a question or make a comment, please press *1.
While we're waiting for questions, Mary, could you go ahead and transition over to the poll so we can start having the attendees take some of the polls? Okay, there we go. So Mary's put one of the polls up. It's the question is, will your company find value in the features planned for release 12.3? The answers are yes, we plan to upgrade as soon as possible. No, we will wait until our current release is off support to upgrade, or maybe we'll need more time to discuss with management and or possibly explore the...
Do you mean that to say 12.5?
Yes, 12.5.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you put a 12.3, so that's kind of...
There is a typo there, and I read it incorrectly as well. So thank you for that correction. Yes, we mean 12.5. So wondering if what you have witnessed today has had an impact on your plans for upgrade. So if you go ahead and take that poll and press the submit button in the lower right. That would be great. And Shira, do we have any questions on the phone?
There are no further audio questions.
Okay. Kevin, going back to a question from Jimmy Hurst with respect to the copy move project. The question was, will the copy move utility handle changes done to elements within the, I think he meant project in question. The reason I'm asking this question is that when I had to do something like this in the past, I had to demote all the packages with changes first.
No, that's not required. All you need to do is just freeze the update for your source project, put in the inactive status, then you can copy it over. You have no need to do any further cleaning it up, to move over. So.
Okay, thanks, Kevin.
I hope that answers your question, Jimmy.
Okay, I'm going to have Mary close that poll. Okay, we've got the next poll up. Does your company have any plans for Linux on System Z? We have 4 yeses and a no. And the first yes is we may consider running Harvest on that platform. The second yes is we are considering running an alternative SCM tool on that platform. The third is yes, but we have no plans to run any SCM tool on that platform. And the fourth is yes, unsure about plans with SCM. And the fifth is no plans at all. So looking for anyone who's considering Linux on System Z. And I'm just going to go over to the Q&A to see if any new questions came in. Okay. Jimmy said, okay, I wish this had been available then. Okay. Is it possible to move project between databases separated by a firewall? That is no direct connection.
As long as you are able to connect both sides through the ODBC, then the data will be moved. Because we don't use the pack at all, this is completely count on your ODBC connection.
Okay. So hopefully that answered your question, Robert. And Robert had another question related, I believe this is related to the BERT reports. I see you have scope on a report that governs where it can be run. Has this also been added for UDPs?
No, this report has nothing to do with UDP, so this is only for the specific dashboard report support.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. And Mary has transitioned to the next poll. Are you interested in participating in the customer validation program? This is in direct reference to our Agile development methodology that I spoke about during my portion of the presentation. Just trying to get a feel for whether or not any of you would be interested in helping us to develop the release after 12.5. And Shira will do one more check on the audio questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to ask a question, please press *1.
And Mary, I'm going to have you close out that poll. I think we've got just one more. One more poll, if you all could hang on for just 1 minute. There you go. What release of Harvest are you currently running? Starting with 12.1.3 and going all the way down to something 7.1 or lower. It'll take a minute to answer that. And I will turn it back to Neil to close it out.
Okay, thanks, Rose. Thank you, everyone, for attending the second quarterly meeting of 2013. As you can see, there are a lot of nice features ahead of us, as well as a handy rename. So if anybody has any additional questions, please reach out to myself via the community message board. Additionally, we are always looking for individuals to present your unique installation of Harvest or your unique utilization of Harvest in your shop. So again, if there's anybody that's willing or is able to provide a presentation on your specific setup, that'd be a big help. Additionally, if there's topics that you'd like to see us cover in future quarterly webcasts, please reach out to myself and we can get those on the agenda. Look at that. Landed right at the hour-and-a-half mark. So with that, I think we'll end the call for today, and we'll talk to you next quarter. Thanks so much.
Thank you for your participation in today's conference call. You may now disconnect.